Welcome to my channel Liberty Old Coin, where curiosity turns into opportunity, and ordinary moments open the door to extraordinary discoveries. Today's story is about focus, patience, and the power of noticing small details that others pass by every day. In this video, we are talking about 4Coin, a Canadian 5-cent piece dated 1970, bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the famous KGmintmark on the design. This coin was issued by the Royal Canadian Mint during a period when Canada was strengthening its national identity through modern coinage, while still honoring the monarchy. The year 1970 sits in a fascinating era when Canada was balancing tradition and change, and that is exactly what makes this piece so interesting. The coin was created to serve everyday commerce, allowing Canadians to use a strong, durable nickel coin that could survive years of circulation. At the same time, it carried artistic and historical meaning that went far beyond its face value. Queen Elizabeth II appears on the obverse as a symbol of stability and continuity. Her portrait on this coin represents a generation that witnessed major global and national transformations, making the coin a silent witness to history. On the reverse, the iconic beaver stands proud, a national symbol of hard work, resilience, and independence. Beneath the design are the initials KG, representing George Edward Kruger Gray, the designer whose work defines classic Canadian coin art. The presence of the KG mark is one of the features collectors love to talk about. It connects this single coin to a respected artist and adds a layer of identity that separates it from ordinary pocket change. So why is this 1970 Canadian 5-cent coin considered valuable by collectors today? The answer lies in condition, rarity in high grades, and the growing global demand for vintage Canadian nickels from the Elizabeth II era. Coins from this period that survived without heavy wear are becoming harder to find. Sharp details, strong luster, and clean surfaces turn this single coin into a true collector target. Some examples show exceptional strikes or unique minting characteristics that push demand even higher. When collectors compete for quality, prices naturally rise. The story of this coin is also about survival. Many were melted, damaged, or lost over time. Each well-preserved piece that remains today feels more special, more complete, and more desirable. In today's collector market, a high-grade 1970 Canadian 5-cent Elizabeth II KG coin can command serious attention. Strong examples regularly excite buyers who want a complete and impressive collection. At the top end, outstanding specimens with premium quality and eye appeal have been known to reach prices as high as $1,800 when the right buyer meets the right coin. That maximum value is not just about money. It represents recognition, history, and the reward of holding onto something small that carries a big story. This is exactly why collectors stay motivated. A single coin, saved at the right time, can grow into something truly meaningful over the years. When you look at this 1970 Canadian 5-cent coin, you are not just looking at metal. You are holding a piece of Canada's journey, signed by its designer and marked by its era. Next coin, Canadian 5-cent 1978 Elizabeth II KGmintmark coin, is a classic piece of Canada's modern numismatic story, carrying the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the famous beaver design with KG initials on the reverse. This coin was issued in 1978 during a period when Canada was producing strong, durable circulation coins made for everyday use, yet designed with national pride and lasting artistic quality. The KG initials on the reverse represent the designer George Kruger Gray, whose beaver design became one of the most recognized and loved symbols in Canadian coinage history. Struck by the Royal Canadian Mint, this 5-cent coin reflects Canada's economic stability and confidence during the late 1970s, making it a meaningful historical artifact from that era. The metal composition adds to its appeal, as it was made from solid nickel, a feature collectors appreciate because of its weight, durability, and long-term preservation potential. Many collectors believe coins from this period are entering a new phase of appreciation, as fewer high-quality examples remain in circulation each year. The 1978 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin holds strong collector interest due to its classic design, royal portrait, and its place in the timeline of Canadian monetary history. As time moves forward, coins like this become harder to find in clean, well-preserved condition, which is where real value growth begins. Currently, this coin can already sell for respectable prices depending on condition, with higher-grade examples attracting attention from both new and experienced collectors. In excellent uncirculated or near-mint condition, this coin can sell today for up to $25, especially when demand rises in the collector market. Special examples with strong strike, original luster, and minimal marks are the ones buyers actively search for, and these pieces often command premium prices. Looking toward the future, experts and collectors alike see strong potential for appreciation as interest in Elizabeth II-era coins continues to grow worldwide. With increasing global focus on Commonwealth and royal-themed coinage, this 1978 Canadian 5-cent coin stands out as a solid long-term collectible. In the coming years, top-condition examples could realistically reach values of $60 or more as supply tightens and collector demand increases. Coins like this are no longer just small change, they are becoming historical keepsakes that represent a specific moment in time. For collectors who understand patience, this coin offers the excitement of steady growth rather than quick speculation. Its connection to Queen Elizabeth II adds emotional and historical weight, making it attractive not only to coin collectors but also to royal memorabilia enthusiasts. The beaver design symbolizes Canadian identity, strength, and independence, which further increases its desirability in international markets. Holding onto this coin today could mean owning a future collectible that others wish they had saved. As fewer people preserve these coins carefully, surviving high-grade pieces naturally rise in value and prestige. This is exactly why the Canadian 5-cent 1978 Elizabeth II KG coin deserves attention as a smart and meaningful collectible. For anyone building a collection or planning for future value, this coin represents history, craftsmanship, and growing market interest all in one small but powerful piece. Next coin, the coin we are discussing today, is the legendary 1986 Canadian 5-cent piece, bearing the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and marked with the subtle but crucial KGmintmark of the renowned engraver Georges G. Pruden. This is not merely a piece of pocket change. This is a numismatic treasure that commands attention and serious investment consideration. The allure of this specific coin lies in its extraordinary rarity and the fascinating story behind its creation, a narrative that transforms it from simple nickel to a cornerstone of any prestigious collection. To understand its immense value, we must journey back to the Royal Canadian Mint in 1986. In that year, a very limited number of 5-cent coins were struck using a unique set of dies prepared by the master engraver Georges G. Pruden, whose initials, KG, appear on the truncation of the Queen's neck. These were not meant for general circulation in the traditional sense. They were exquisite specimens, often referred to as specimen or proof-like coins, characterized by stunning mirror finishes and sharp, frosty design elements, setting them worlds apart from the ordinary business strike coins found in change. The population of these 1986 KG 5-cent coins is astonishingly low. While millions of regular nickels were produced, the true specimen examples with the KGmintmark are believed to number only in the thousands, with the highest graded examples being particularly scarce. This extreme scarcity is the primary engine of its value. When high demand meets severely limited supply in the collector market, prices do not just rise, they skyrocket to levels that capture headlines and create legends within numismatic circles. So what is the current market value of this Canadian numismatic jewel? For a pristine, gem-quality example graded by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC at a level such as SB67 or higher, the current value is formidable. We are talking about a coin that consistently achieves prices well into the thousands of dollars at auction. A superior specimen can command a price between $5,000 and $7,500, with record-breaking sales hovering near the $8,000 mark for the absolute finest known examples. This value is not static, it is actively climbing. Every time a top-grade example appears at a major auction, a fierce bidding war erupts among sophisticated collectors and investors who recognize its singular importance. The desire to own this coin is intense and widespread. From seasoned Canadian specialists to international enthusiasts of Commonwealth coinage, the number of people actively seeking to add the 1986 KGmintmark to their portfolio is far greater than the number of coins that will ever be available. This constant, competitive demand solidifies its high-value status. The history of this coin is integral to its mystique. It was built, or more accurately minted, during a period of transition and refinement at the Royal Canadian Mint. The mid-1980s saw a focused effort on producing collector-quality coins that showcased the Mint's technical artistry. The 1986 KG specimen nickel stands as a pinnacle of that endeavor, a demonstration piece of numismatic perfection intended for collectors and sets, not for commerce. It was built to be a showpiece, and it fulfills that role magnificently. Why was it built with such care? It represents the Mint's commitment to excellence and its service to the growing collector community. The use of specially prepared dies, polished planchets, and multiple strikes resulted in a coin of breathtaking visual impact. The KGmintmark is not a flaw. It is a signature of authenticity, a direct link to the craftsman whose work defined an era of Canadian coin design. This personal touch adds an irreplaceable layer of historical connection for the owner. When you hold this coin, you are holding a piece of authorized minting history that very few people will ever have the privilege to own. Its surface tells a story of precision, its rarity speaks of exclusivity, and its market performance shouts of undeniable financial merit. This is not an object to be casually overlooked. It is an asset to be pursued with passion and acquired with strategic intent. The investment potential of the 1986 KGmintmark is exceptionally strong. Numismatic experts consistently rank it among the top modern Canadian coins for both its historical significance and its robust, liquid market. Its value trajectory has shown a persistent upward curve, outperforming many traditional investments. As time passes and more collectors enter the market, the few high-grade specimens available will become even more fiercely contested prizes, pushing their value to new, unprecedented heights. For those questioning if its value is truly high, the auction records provide a resounding and affirmative answer. This is not a coin of moderate worth. It is a blue-chip treasure of modern Canadian numismatics. Its price point places it in an elite category reserved for coins that are the very best of their kind. The value is authentically, demonstrably high, backed by decades of market data and collector consensus. Imagine being the curator of such a rarity. Your collection would instantly gain prestige and gravitas by housing this legendary piece. It serves as a centerpiece, a conversation starter, and a tangible store of wealth that has appreciated magnificently over time. The pride of ownership is matched only by the shrewdness of the acquisition, a dual satisfaction that few other possessions can provide. The pursuit of this coin is a quest worthy of a serious collector. It requires diligence, resources, and a keen eye for quality, but the reward is a tangible piece of national heritage, minted to the highest standards ever achieved, representing a specific and brilliant moment in the reign of Queen Elizabeth II on Canadian currency. It is a monarchical and monetary artifact of the First Order. Do not mistake this for a common relic. It is a sovereign work of minting art. The deep mirrors of its fields, the intricate frosting on the beaver and the royal portrait, the sharpness of every detail. These are the hallmarks of a coin created without compromise. It was built to last, built to impress, and built to become a legacy item passed down through generations as a family treasure of significant monetary and historical worth. Audience of eager buyers is global. From Vancouver to Toronto, from London to Hong Kong, astute collectors are monitoring listings, waiting for an opportunity to bid. Their numbers grow each year, but the supply of true gem specimens remains permanently, rigidly fixed. This fundamental economic principle guarantees the long-term strength of this coin's market valuation. You are competing with a worldwide network of enthusiasts who understand exactly what this coin represents. Motivation to acquire such an item must come from recognizing its unique position in the pantheon of coins. This is your chance to secure a place in numismatic history. Owning a top-grade 1986 KGmintmark is a definitive achievement, a badge of honor that signifies you have obtained one of the finest examples of modern Canadian minting. It separates the casual collector from the dedicated connoisseur. Consider the future. As Canadian coinage continues to evolve, this iconic piece from the 1980s will only grow in stature. It is a benchmark, a reference point against which other modern rarities are measured. Its story of limited mintage, exquisite craftsmanship, and enduring demand is the perfect numismatic narrative, ensuring its desirability for decades to come. Its value is not a peak, but a plateau from which the next ascent will begin. Act with conviction. When a coin of this caliber appears on the market, hesitation leads to regret. The market for such rarities is swift and decisive. Equip yourself with knowledge, prepare your resources, and engage with reputable dealers and auction houses. Your goal is clear: to position yourself to claim this prize when the chance arises. The hunt is part of the thrill, and the acquisition is the ultimate victory. Let the record speak for itself. Let the auction prices, the population reports, and the unanimous praise from experts guide you. The 1986 Canadian 5-cent specimen with the KGmintmark is a titan of the hobby. Its value is immense, its history is rich, and its future is incandescently bright. This is more than a nickel. It is a masterpiece of metallurgy and a monument to collecting ambition. Pursue it, champion it, and ultimately secure it. Your collection deserves nothing less than this level of excellence, and your investment portfolio will thrive from the inclusion of such a powerful and appreciating tangible asset. The time to recognize its supreme value is now. Second coin Canadian 5-cent 1995 ElizabethII KGmintmark coin represents a powerful chapter in Canada's modern coinage and carries strong historical and collectible importance. This coin was issued by the Royal Canadian Mint in 1995 during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period recognized for stability, global connection, and refined minting standards. The obverse features the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing continuity and royal heritage that attracts collectors from Canada and across the Commonwealth. On the reverse, the iconic beaver design proudly displays the KG initials, honoring the legendary designer George Kruger Gray, whose artwork became a national symbol. The beaver itself reflects Canada's identity, strength, and economic roots, making this coin far more than everyday currency. Struck in durable nickel, this 5-cent coin was designed to last, which adds to its long-term collectible appeal and preservation potential. The year 1995 holds special interest for collectors because coins from this era are now transitioning from circulation pieces into sought-after collectibles. As fewer high-quality examples remain available, demand continues to rise among both beginner and advanced numismatists. This coin can be found today through coin dealers, numismatic shops, coin shows, and reputable online marketplaces dedicated to collectible currency. Collectors often search for sealed or original mint condition examples, as these command the strongest prices and attention. When it comes to selling, this coin performs well on online auction platforms, collector forums, and through certified coin dealers who understand its true value. In today's market, a well-preserved 1995 Elizabeth II Canadian 5-cent coin can sell for up to $20, especially if it retains strong luster and minimal wear. Exceptional examples that are sealed, graded, or carefully stored are already pushing higher interest levels among serious buyers. Looking toward the future, this coin shows strong potential for growth as Elizabeth II-era coins gain global recognition and emotional value. As time passes, sealed or uncirculated pieces could realistically reach $50 or more as availability tightens. Collectors who keep this coin protected from scratches, moisture, and handling are positioning themselves for maximum value. Sealing the coin or storing it in a protective holder helps preserve its original condition, which is key to achieving premium prices. Many experienced collectors choose to keep coins like this rather than sell early, understanding the power of long-term appreciation. This coin is not just a collectible, it is a piece of Canadian history that continues to gain respect and desirability. The combination of royal portrait, iconic design, and limited high-grade supply makes this coin especially attractive. Holding onto this coin today can mean owning a future highlight of a Canadian coin collection. Interest in small denomination coins is growing as collectors realize their historical and artistic significance. The 1995 Canadian 5-cent Elizabeth II KG coin stands as a smart choice for collectors who value patience and vision. This coin carries the promise of rising demand, historical pride, and increasing market strength. For anyone serious about collecting or investing in meaningful coins, this piece deserves careful keeping and long-term appreciation.